Today I pulled the Four of Wands in reverse, the Four of Cups in the upright, and the Star. Clarifying the Four of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Cups in the upright, we have the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. With the Star. Clarifying the Star, we have the Knight of Cups. So for the Four of Wands, that's the Happy Home card, and it's upright. And you see the little gummy bears up there dancing, and they're having fun under the archway. You can see their castle in the back. That speaks to a happy home, usually between two people. When it's in the reverse, it doesn't necessarily have to be two people, because I don't know if you can tell in the very, very back, but there's like three others back there. So that could just be family in general. And as you can see at the bottom, you got this archway, but there's cracks starting at the bottom. So it's one of those things where it's not necessarily a solidified thing. Like, there are cracks in the foundation. It was in the upright, which means that the cracks in the foundation are probably starting to show, whether it's tension between family members, tension between yourself, you're feeling like everything's on you to make it work or to keep the stability, whether that's emotional, spiritual, financial, whatever it is. With the Five of Pentacles in the upright, that's usually money. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. The Pentacles could also be about spiritual poverty. As you can see, like, they're outside of a church. It's snowing. It's cold. You got this guy bundled up. You got this other guy, like, with his little crutches and his broken leg. You're struggling right now. Well, everyone's struggling right now. Anyone who connects with this, like I connect with this. And you're kind of just wandering, and it's probably stressing you out a little bit. And because of those things that are going on in your life, it's causing you to kind of just sit there. You got your arms crossed, you're sitting under the tree. You're not necessarily denying offers, but you're definitely not taking them in either. You're just too busy focused on these three cups in front of you. Whether that be home and family, your love life, your job, whatever it is, you're focused on these things that are leaving you in this kind of yucky energy. And instead of realizing, like, maybe these are cups you need to let go of so you can let this other cup in, because notice it's even got this floating gummy bear hand thing, this chalice. You're emotionally closed off. You're not allowing things to come in, and you're kind of sitting in this stagnant, pessimistic energy, not even seeing that there's a whole opportunity just waiting to be gifted to you right here. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying that, usually in the upright, the Four of Pentacles can be really stingy. Really, really like, these are mine, I'm not giving them away. You see, he's got the one on top of his head, that's all he's thinking about, that's all he's focused on mentally, is money. He's holding on tightly with the one coin in between his hands, and with the two at the bottom by his feet, that usually means that you're pretty grounded in it, like it's yours, it's secured. But when it's in the reverse, it could really mean that you need to kind of let go of this mentality of mine. In the upright, it's not ideal, but it's not necessarily bad. It can just mean like really stubborn and set in your ways. When it's like this, it's telling you you need to let go of that mentality. It's not as grounded as you think it is, whatever it is. Let's see. What else can you tell me about the Four of Pentacles? Yeah, and with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, that could probably mean that this mentality has really got you not very nice. You're probably ready to fight everybody. Your tempers are probably high. You're really feeling not the best. In the upright, It can mean that you're kind of rushing into your passions. You know, you have a set goal in mind and you're going for it. It can be a bit impulsive. In the reverse is the complete opposite. You're probably rushing forward, but in a way that you're just ready to beat everybody with your stick. You know, everybody in your house. Don't do that. With the star being the final card, that's about hope and faith and trusting that everything's supposed to work out the way it's supposed to. But if you notice, the gummy bear's got 1 foot into the water and 1 foot on land. That means that you need to kind of be in balance with not only the physical, everything going on in your physical 3D, everything you can see in front of you, but you also need to kind of trust your intuition and lean a little bit more into your emotional side. You know, analytics are great, but you can't be too analytical. You have to kind of have that perfect balance. You know, and with the water, you know, they're pouring the water into the basin and onto the land. That means you need to pour your emotional reserves equally. You know, you can't lean too much into one or the other, but you need to be watering it. You need to be giving it the opportunity to grow. And you need to have faith that it's going to work out, because usually with the star card, it's talking about blind faith. You know, really trusting that whatever is supposed to happen is supposed to happen, even if it feels like, you know, kind of like a tower moment. Towers aren't bad. They're good. It's just a matter of how you choose to look at them. And with the Knight of Cups coming in as the final like clarifier for the star, that is like that's the most romantic of the knights. You know, but you notice he's kind of standing here and his horse is getting ready to cross this river. It means that you need to be ready to just cross. You know, you need to be ready for anything, and you need to be willing to take whatever offers that are coming in for you that you're choosing to ignore. It could look like a small offer, like somebody, you know, hey, come to the movies with me. If you have nothing going on and there's no reason not to, go. Like, stop being grumpy and go. Or, you know, if you're at work and your boss asks you to do an extra thing and, you know, is like, oh, I'll give you a little bit of a raise, instead of just being like, no, you know, it's not good enough, take it in. You never know what's going to happen. Or it could be speaking of love, you know, it could be talking about somebody coming and pouring their emotions out to you. Either way, you need to trust that things are going to work out, because they are, even though it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Let's pull one last final one. Yeah, with the Two of Swords, you're really sitting in this I'm not wanting to make a decision kind of a moment, you know. So if your home life is really, really bad and you're having issues with everybody around you and you feel like it's time to go, but you're like solidifying yourself there because you feel like you need to stay there, you need to make a decision. You're keeping yourself trapped in this defensive, blinded energy, and that's a no-go. That's a no, dog. You gotta stop doing that. So it's gonna work itself out. Have blind faith and just trust, and don't be closed off to any offers that come your way, big or small, because you could end up letting an opportunity go and not even realize it. So, and with the Ace of Wands, look, again, another thing's being offered out of a cloud. So something's coming. Be prepped for it.